Welcome back, guys, to the Don't Get It Twisted podcast. This is episode 10. My name is Nueva, and today, we're joined by our regular host every day, Miss FinePanama, Mr. Belo.
Lovely Sunday again, counting down. Let's get it.
COVID's calmed down, so we can breathe outside. We outside today.
Atlanta been outside every day since it started.
Atlanta been outside.
The whole world was looking at us like, the whole world was looking at Atlanta like, yo, I want to come there. That's why I'm here. The crime rate and everything went up.
All the other convicts came here too.
All the convicts. They're like, yo, we gonna rob something?
We doing it in Atlanta. Drop your pin.
Word up.
Oh my goodness. I mean, speaking of crime rising, all these allegations, all these charges. Oh my goodness. Can we just talk about T.I. and Tiny for a second? Since they probably the biggest names right now with some allegations and some charges now.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I seen it on Shade Room and another platform where a lot of females are coming out regarding being held under their will. And I never really heard T.I. or Tiny say anything yet, but I heard the camps, friends of Tiny coming out saying, yeah, it's true and stuff like that.
A friend of Tiny came out and said that?
Yeah, old friend.
Not Tiny, Shakana. And I think that it's wrong because this was your friend since when I was growing up, me and my friends looked up to Shakana and Tiny's friendship. You know what I mean? Because they were friends. But now y'all into it. You want to get on the internet, put all her secrets and dirt out. To me, you're a snake yourself. So I can't trust information coming from a snake.
True.
Like, it could be true. And I'm not dismissing nobody's claim.
But it's not really her place.
But what I'm saying is some of the people that are stepping forward, it's from an ill heart. It's not like, you know what I mean? They're trying to get it's not genuine at all.
Right.
Because no matter what, if you're my friend and we fall out, your secrets, they went with that friendship. You're not going to catch me on the internet. Oh, she did this and this and that. Like, because last week you was her friend. So you was with all that.
Right. So what do you guys think everything is coming from? Like, even if it's true or false, what do you guys think it's coming from?
I feel like it's a fine line. And I feel like we've all previously discussed this, like even in a relationship, like if you're, husband and wife and the wife don't want to give it up, like there's like a fine line to what sexual assault is. And like at the same time, you can't mislead somebody and then be upset at somebody when they're expecting something from you. You do have to be responsible for yourself. So like, unless T.I. and Tiny was picking everybody up like Scoop and chaining them somewhere, like, how much is this? How authentic is this case? Like, and I don't want to take away from anybody who's been sexually assaulted or been, in that situation. That's not what I'm here to do. But at the same time, we have to you can only speak for yourself. So you have to look at yourself and be like, well, how did I get here?
Right.
How did I end up in this situation? How did I become a victim? Right. There is everyone has their own role to play in it. Right. And as far as this man just coming out, he just got denied for the PPP loan. That's what I think.
To be honest,
that's what I think.
I think all this came along because T.I. been backing a lot of politicians. And when you do that, and him and what's his name, Killer Mike, they've been going on TV trying to, help the community out and push like that. So what I'm thinking is, yes, they probably had sex with these girls, but now that he's pushing the politicians and backing the Democrats, right?
Right.
They're finding dirt to push under, his branding so he can lose endorsements and stuff like that. It don't normally happens.
Do you think that these people who are coming forward, not all of them, maybe some of them, do you think they're just ploys from the other party?
No, I think.
Or do you think it's just dirt that's rising to the top and surfacing?
I think the problem. I mean, it wasn't a problem. They were having sex in the bedroom, threesomes or whatever at the time, but now that this is going on, someone found that ingredient to put it out to make it seem like it's something else. Because my biggest thing is, you know, T.I. had a Netflix show. They had all this stuff going on. They had a TV show and all this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
When do they find the time to take? You can only take when you have something hidden. Meaning, if someone takes someone and put them in their basement for 2 or 3 years, you're being abducted and been put in your basement.
Yeah, yeah.
Once I go to work, the door is open. You can go wherever you want to go. How is he taking it? If they can just get up and walk away, just like with R. Kelly, he was on tour when the girl was on TMZ talking. They went to the house and she was like, "No, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want nothing to do with my mom, my sister, my nothing." Now, granted, R. Kelly is a whole different country.
Yeah.
So how is he taking or doing whatever to this young woman, and she has the open door just to walk out?
Yeah. No, I know. Like, I mean, R. Kelly, like the only difference is those women are a little younger.
Well, not them. No, the one he got arrested.
There were older women too. There were older women.
Right. Some of them, the ones who are younger, that's like a different topic.
That's different. Right.
If you're older mentally, like you're responsible for yourself.
Right. I'm saying 18 plus.
18 plus.
And I understand some dudes manipulate women. But it's not much manipulation in the world where the door is open.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and you don't run out the door.
That's what I'm saying.
And my thing is, I feel like these people were with it when they were getting whatever benefits they were receiving, whether it was hostile, whether it was hard, whether it was whatever, you did it. You was with it. And once R. Kelly or T.I. and Tiny's put their foot down about something, or didn't want to win it no more. You didn't want to do it this way no more, or you know
money.
About the T.I. and Tiny, like they exactly money, mixing business with pleasure. Once something goes left and the benefits are diminished or lowered, that's when motherfuckers want to come forward and, oh, well, this happened to me and this happened to me. But how much money did you receive for doing that shit is what I want to know. How much did you cash in on that? And then when you weren't receiving no benefits no more or whatever, when it didn't play in your favor, now you want to come and be a victim. I don't like that. I'm not with that.
Right. I'm one of those people. I have so much pride. I'd be so embarrassed. Like, I could not come forward. I'd be like, well, we did our dirt, and that was so much fun. And I'm gone. That's it.
Or
as my business in the front street to look like a victim for nobody. Ain't nobody can make me a victim.
But if being a female, you should go right away. Like I understand sometimes that things happen where you get scared and nervous and stuff like that. But
if you're gonna go at all,
if you're gonna come out eventually, 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years anyway, why don't you just go straight to the police station?
Exactly. Why go on the internet? Because you're trying to take something from them at this point. You're not trying to, I just want to heal and get away from that situation and move on. No, you're trying to, okay, I'm not leaving this situation without getting something from it.
Right. I'm not going through this suffering without, or whatever it is.
Whatever I went through, I'm not going through it without receiving one last final payment.
Let me tell you, the lesson out of all of this is the greatest thing you could receive. That dollar is not going to teach you anything. That dollar is just going to come and go. Like, it's not going to, if you got a lesson out of, hey, this was fun, but this is not something I would ever do again. It's not a situation I'd ever put myself in. That's the grandest thing. That's the most expensive thing you could have walked away with.
Exactly.
And the most expensive thing.
Right. And I have them too, like women and men, if you being sexual harassed or anything like that, please go seek someone, right? But then
for sure.
Put down, like, you know,
because some women allow it because they're scared to make enemies. They're scared to be impolite. They're scared to be, they're willing to put their life at danger to still keep the situation copacetic.
Right. Don't
put your foot down.
Put your mental health first.
Exactly. Put your down first and let them know I'm not with that. I don't swing that way. And if they want to become your enemy after that, then let them be your enemy.
Right. Yeah, 100%. Because you know what, too? Like, this is also probably a long list and there are multiple people involved because of the first person who allowed it to go down and was so cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Had that first person came forward, but confronted T.I. and Tanya or R. Kelly, like, look, this is not cool what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Maybe
and I'm not about it.
Set the stone for how they dealt with whoever, you know what I mean? Like,
right. Then on the flip side, right? Don't use it as a tool. You know,
like a pawn, like a baby mama with her child with a baby that don't want a nigga that don't want her. You're using this situation as a pawn to hold over somebody's head.
Because I have seen a lot of times where even when the person is grown up, she's grown or he's grown. Oh, I was molested as a child, or like they use those as
tools.
Tools.
Like a weapon. Oh, the rape 3000 right here. Look. Like, no, keep that.
Help if you need help. If you need help. If you need to get them arrested, go see the police.
Right.
Don't use it as a crutch, because there's somebody out there that's really being hurt or being sexual harassed. So if you got 4 people going to the police station and 3 of them is false, what you think they're going to be in the 4th person? They're going to look at her like
that you're false too. Yeah. And that person could really have true claims, and that's not fair to real victims, real people that want to play that role. It's not fair that people diminish that role by being clout chasers and after money and trying to tear down somebody's dynasty or whatever they built. Like,
and what's worse is they're celebrities, so that is why this is also getting so much
press,
publicity, and press. Yeah, like there are people who are really going through things, sexual assault, rapes, sexual harassment, and no one's going to hear about it. It's not even going to surface come to the light because we have so many other publicized events. Like, it's unfortunate.
It is.
Right. Even Joe Budden situation. He
so crazy.
On his podcast was saying that, you know, he was saying different things, which he did. But like What I'm saying, but even we have a podcast, and we all have said something in the moment of something that we're doing, but it's like she just felt uncomfortable. Which, hey,
what did he say exactly that made her feel so uncomfortable?
He was just throwing like, hey, you know, oh yeah, you know, we can talk off air, and just throwing jokes and shots at her. He gave her a hug, but she laughing and just.
That's what I'm saying. You let it build up. You took the harassment. Okay, you took it as harassment. Maybe Joe took it as, I'm trying to get at Shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to shoot my shot. But you were uncomfortable because you don't like him. But if the first time he made a pass at you, you would have knocked it about like, hey, I got a man, or I'm not interested. You know, I don't mix business with pleasure, whatever. He would have been in his place, but you never did that. You laugh and then when it gets to, okay, now Joe Budden is trending. Now, okay, Olivia Dope. I'm a victim. Like, that shit is so.
I also think that's women using it as a tool
to get their start
in their career.
Exactly.
Yeah. I definitely.
I was saying on last pod, because I know you guys were saying it was easy for a man to show signs, just go for it, right?
To just what?
To go for it. Y'all was like, you know, just go for it. If he likes it, then go for it. That's how a woman knows. Not in 2021. When you go for certain things, especially if you're Joe Budden or if you have a platform, people can take that one little clip and make it seem like you're the worst dude in the world. To say, hey, you know, oh, well, he said this about her. It's like, hey, you go to the gym and you do this. And I'm like, yo, you went to the gym. You was in there lifting the things, and everybody was doing that. And then they take that one clip and like, why is he sexual harassing her? Why is he talking about her going to the gym? Or
like, what even? I need to know. All right, I just need to know what even falls into sexual harassment, because I'll tell you this. I'm the type of person, I will go to the gym and I will intentionally go into one of the rooms that are not being used, where there's nobody in there, because I don't want anyone to look at me. I'm going there to work out. And I don't feel like having a conversation with this person and that person. However, if I'm wearing a sports bra only and some little booty skimpy ass shorts, or a sports bra and tight ass yoga pants, what do you think dudes are looking at? Like, what do you think they're looking at? Like, you guys are men. It's just a natural, innate thing. It's a part of nature. So you have to just be aware of your own like glitter and glamour in your own shine and handle it accordingly. You can't just sit here and be like, nah, everybody just got
if you want to go to the gym and you don't want to be irate, then maybe you should wear more concealing. Yeah, more concealing things to work out. And not saying a woman needs to change how she dress. I'm not saying that. You can do whatever you want to do. You can dress however you want to dress, but there's a time and a place. And you also have to consider the following. Like, okay, I can wear whatever I want because this is my body, yes, but that's still not going to stop these men from
we're only responsible for ourselves. Like, and if someone decides to approach you,
anybody accountable for you, but you.
Right.
Yeah. I'll tell you real quick, the funniest story. I signed into the gym this morning and my app wasn't working. So I'm at the door and I'm like, yeah, my app's not working. Can I give you my number? The dude's like, you could, but like, I already have a girlfriend. I was like,
oh, no, not
cool,
like that.
I got a partner. I just need to sign into the gym. And like, he looked at me like I was so rude. And I was like, but you just made a joke. Like, we was joking. Like,
I'm not rude. You thought I was trying to get at you, but I'm not. I'm trying to get at you.
I thought we're joking.
No, honey, don't flatter yourself.
He was like mad.
And with Joe Budden case, he have a history of being with different women and different models and building different women's career.
And it's all publicized.
So if he's your boss, which he hired you, that should be something you say, hey, look, I know how you roll, but I'm rolling like this.
Exactly.
I wait till 10, 15, 20 podcasts in to feel offended when he shows up to God. He's showing up to you guys' podcast to bring more sauce to the pod because it's dying. So he's on there to talk about, what's going to happen, what's going on, like this, that, and the third.
But so even that, just knowing
that's something that they had to establish because they signed paperwork and they was in an office together.
Right. There had to be some stuff on the back end. You got to kind of just know what you're walking into.
You're going to wait till you think Joe Budden only did that on the pod?
No. If he was doing it, he felt comfortable doing it whenever he saw Shorty. So it's not like we're on camera. Let me sexual harass this girl. No. He's making these classes all the time when he sees
all the time.
He's not checking him. She's not checking him. She's laughing. She's probably going along with it. Probably to feel like she needs to secure her job, but that's you. That's your fault. You should have nipped that in the bud and spoke up for yourself and said, I don't like that. Can you please not make those type of jokes? Whatever. Had a conversation with Joe. Pull him to the side. Hey, I don't like that. I'm not with that. And it would all be copacetic, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Then
even if it wasn't, then you walk away from the
opportunity. Even if it wasn't, he was like, well, I'm going to keep doing it because of this. Well,
then it was so crazy. Parks is the editor, right?
Yes.
He didn't even edit it out because because it didn't seem.
I love Parks.
It didn't seem like it didn't seem out of place. Now she was throwing stuff like I feel uncomfortable. Funny with it though, not like yo.
I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Not like yo, nah.
Right.
Nah, because guess what?
The way you say things, your tone, and the way you say things is everything. Hey, but I feel uncomfortable. But I feel uncomfortable. I'm not with this. When you could read it on a woman's face, she does not like this. That's different. I think
it was deeper. I think she wasn't blending with the show anyway, and that was her out because she ended up quitting right after that. But Joe Budden don't even be on that podcast. He's in a whole. He does his own. So why would with it anyway if he's not even there? He's just showing up just to do his branding and his affiliation. Then you come out 3, 4, 5 months later after he fires the other people and all the drama going on. Now you coming out when the heat is on. So I don't know. I mean, I can't put myself in her shoes, which I mean, if she's feeling a certain way, I understand that totally. But when it comes to being a realist, it's hard to understand.
I can put myself in any woman's shoes because I'm a woman and I've been at a job where my boss made sexual things that just made me uncomfortable. And I felt like, okay, I need to tell this man because he's joking about it with everyone, not just me. He's doing this to every women because he got young women that look good. They're workers. And it just takes that time to just step aside and pull him to the side and tell him like, I have a man, the things you're doing make me feel uncomfortable. And I don't want you to think that me joking and keep, brushing it off is me opening a door for you. Ain't no door open over here. It's closed.
Right.
So chill. You know what I mean?
That's
And that's just what it was. It's really just about sticking up for yourself and not being an opportunist.
And it's weird though, because I've been a manager, right?
He sexually harassed me and he's Joe Budden. I'm about to, okay. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're an opportunist. Joe Budden is still a human being. He still has his flaws. You know what I mean? Just check him. Let him know. Sometimes you got to put people in their places. Because they think
I come with a disclaimer, man. I'm like, I'm so much fun.
I'm like, at the front door, hey, don't try this, don't try this, don't try this.
But you ain't my man, you know? We ain't going there. We gonna be homies, but don't fall in love.
But that's how you gotta be. Because me being a manager as well, right? I don't get it from the man point of view. Why would you want? They say never eat, never date someone or be with someone where you eat, sleep, or lay your head. No, eat, sleep, eat sleep, or work. No, eat, sleep, or work. Eat, sleep, or work.
Possible. I think though that has to be a very mature relationship, and your business relationship has to be so high up already that you wouldn't even disrespect. No. It's not for everybody. Let me tell you.
Mixing business and pleasure is not for everybody.
A lot of people aren't capable of that. But
I feel like only strong couples that are on the same page, one mind and one accord, can really do it.
Yeah. It's definitely it's strenuous. It can be, but if you guys are really on the same page, same frequency, same synergy, understand business entirely, understand whatever your goals are as a couple or as a household, however you want to go about it, then I think it's doable. But that has to be something like negotiated at the beginning when you both come to the table, not like months down the road, a year.
Right. And when people already see what they can and can get away with, and now it's like, oh, okay, I know what I can get away with. I know what I can run over with this motherfucker. Now let's start a business. Like, it's not gonna work.
But me, I don't think it's gonna work, because when that woman get mad on something, she can affect this job because she knows too much of what.
Not if she know how to handle her emotions. No.
No, what I'm saying is this. Say it's a breakup, right? Mm-hmm. That goes bad, which it happens. You got good breakups, bad breakups. She knows how you operate at work. Mm-hmm. If she's spiteful, what is going to be her next thing?
But that's if she's spiteful. Not every woman is.
Well, most women spiteful.
Not every women.
I didn't say all. I said most. Most women.
But that's why I say, like,
Belo, have you dated most women? Can you honestly say you dated most women?
No, the most women that I have.
You alpha. You know you ain't date most women.
Exactly. You did a selected few. Stop playing with me.
Most of them. Well, most of them. That's what I'm saying. Most of them.
You alpha, so we know you ain't date most women.
Exactly. You're dating a selected few.
The stories and all that, when it comes to a woman spiteful, when she's angry, things happen when it comes to that. Not saying men don't either, but like women are more emotional, so they're calculated.
Now these betas is just as emotional.
It can't be.
Baiting for the motion, all right?
Let's get into it. Alpha versus beta.
Alpha versus beta. We're gonna make them calls.
Alpha versus beta. Let's make these calls.
So we got a new segment for our podcast. It's like a game, a little alpha versus beta, where we'll be calling we'll be calling people, and we'll be men, and we'll be asking them what they think they are. Are they alpha or are they beta? Which, if you watched our podcast, we have an episode where we go into alpha versus beta. So let's get it.
Good morning, Mr. Leo.
Hey, how's it going, Mr. Leo? How you doing, man?
I'm blessed, King. What's up, Belo?
Cola, man. Shoot, we was calling you, ask you a few questions, man. Today's segment is alpha man versus beta man.
Ooh,
I love it.
Are you familiar?
No, I know a couple things.
Okay.
A couple things, period. Okay.
Yeah, man, it's a wonderful segment, man. Today we were talking about harassment in the workplace and stuff like that, with the TI situation as well. And we was giving our inputs on that.
Okay, wonderful. Well, lay it on me.
Okay. Give me 1 second, man. I'm pulling it up now. Give me 1 second.
So Leo, where are you from?
I'm glad you asked. I'm a born and raised Grady baby. Proud of it.
ATL.
Okay.
Leo, are you a Leo? What's your sign?
Damn right. Yes, sir.
Damn right.
Calls it. Damn, that's hot. Because he really
Leo
he from
gotta be a
Atlanta,
Leo.
yo.
Right.
He from Atlanta.
I know Atlanta, like Grady baby, for real. Yeah, I'm gonna give you out of history. They say if you're born in like they're a trauma unit, right? So like the babies in the 90s and 80s, I think 70s as well, they wasn't surviving like that. So like they're saying if you was born in Grady and you survived that, you a survivor. Because like the percentage of birth rate was like crazy.
That's crazy. I had my baby at Grady.
For real? Okay. Grady baby.
Mm-hmm.
Grady baby.
Grady baby.
Made it through the struggle.
Yeah, man, for sure. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions, man. Would you let your girl be more control of the relationship?
It depends on the chemistry, and it depends on the chemistry that we have. I wouldn't say control of the relationship, but I do feel that women can make power moves that men can never make. So as long as that we're on the right frequency and I trust her, then I want to have that kind of blind eye where she can lead where she can. I want to have that type of resolve where, regardless of how wise or smart I think I am, that when she comes into the picture and sees something that is beneficial to the whole campaign, that I would just kind of submit and know that she has the wherewithal to lead us further than the game plan that we have set for ourselves.
Beta.
Yeah, play her part.
No, play.
Bello.
Nah.
I like that.
But that's a good answer. That's a good answer he's an alpha though. Listen, he's an alpha. And he's real
He's
smart.
an alpha.
He's real smart because he's an alpha, but he's saying a beta answer. But you can tell he's an alpha by how he answered. Right, how he answered it. So yeah, so I
because at the end of the day, I'm gonna delegate and regulate what's going on. So whatever kind of move she's making that I trust her with is in lieu of the campaign that we already discussed and formulated for ourselves.
Okay. I see you. All right.
You see? I like that. All
right, I got one. If your girl cheat on you, would you take it out on her or would you take it out on the guy that cheated?
Ooh.
What girl?
Well, wife, woman.
What girl? What wife?
What girl? What wife? She out of there.
That part. Hey, look, man. I'm at the point in my life, with my wisdom and my direction, that I'm not even finna get that invested with a woman unless I know that she's 10 toes down.
Okay.
So if she cheats, or even if they even cross her mind, that ain't the woman for me, and it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
But if she do, would you take it out on her or would you take it on the man?
Neither one. I'm gonna just keep it moving to find my queen. All right, let's
Okay. Alpha. Yeah, alpha. Yeah, I got one more.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
What do you think about an alpha female?
I love them. I'm so tired of men or this narrative of men being intimidated by strong women. I love them. I adore them. That's what I need. I need a counterpart. I need a partner in crime. Like I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna flex my whatever, and she can flex her whatever. I'm not intimidated. We can fist bump, high five, whatever.
So you need somebody to match your fly.
Yeah, I need her to be a master in the bedroom and a master in the boardroom and a slut in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I would let her come on with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. See my input like that. You know, like I like your vision when it came to women. You know, you giving them the opportunity to do things because I like that as well. Like I don't think a man should take a woman rights away or take her
Shine
her
away.
vision, her shine light.
Her strength,
She's-
like where she can be strong at. You guys, you let her be strong where she be strong, and y'all be strong where y'all be strong.
Right.
Being submissive is so objective. You know what I'm saying? When I need submissive, I just need my queen. I need to be baby from time to time, behind closed doors.
Beta.
But when it's about their money, when it's about their elevation, we getting it. We team players. Like, I'm not intimidated by a strong woman at all because I know what kind of power I got. I know what I bring.
I don't like that though, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like I don't like that.
Bello,
I mean, it's good to be one though.
Belo, who are these women
Bello,
you bringing around?
say that you don't like being treated like a baby by your woman.
You tell me you ain't trying to be hugged up late night like
You don't want to be baby by your woman, Bello. Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean,
damn baby, I had a long day.
Maybe a different word. What we got? What else?
Loved.
There you go.
Not
There you
baby,
go.
love.
Yeah, different word. When I say
you got me fucked up.
That's baby, bro.
You got me fucked up.
Listen, that's being baby, and that's a good thing. Everybody needs that.
I deal in the world
Yeah.
with all the people that I'm leading, the team that I'm leading, all the responsibilities, man. That's some pressure. I gotta keep cool on the pressure 24/7. So when I lay my head between them titties, I want to feel safe. You feel me?
Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
Let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. I was just looking for a different term. That's all, man. Like I understand what you're saying now. I was just looking for.
Bello don't ever want to let his guard down, y'all.
Don't slip. Don't slip at all, ever.
And like I said, behind closed doors, ain't nobody ever gonna see it. But I'm suited and booted 24/7.
Oh, facts though. That's
Talk
what
about it, Leo.
Yeah.
Leo, we
Leo is
alpha energy.
Alpha?
Definitely alpha energy.
Thank you, Queen.
Yeah, for sure,
Thank
man.
you,
If you can give everybody just social media, man, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you got, man. Drop your tag.
Okay, my social media on Instagram is Conspiracy. I am a professional photographer, cinematographer, specializing in business content. The name is peculiar. It is Conspiracy. That's CONTHEORACY. A mixture between conspiracies and theories, and somewhere in between that you find the truth, and that's what I'm all about.
That's dope, man. And if you're a photographer too, man, we're gonna need some shoots soon as well, man. Cause we got our shirts and hats coming, man. So you know what I'm saying, we'll hit you up to do some business with you, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate everything.
Hey, Belo, man, hit me up, man. Lunch on me, bro, and let's figure it out. Let's work it out.
Let's get it, man. You know the alphas got to stick together, brother.
Come on with it, man. Y'all two queens, man. I'm looking forward to furthering this relationship and politic more.
For sure. Let's get it.
Thank you, Leo. We appreciate you.
Peace and love.
All right, peace.
Hello.
Yo, what's going on? How you doing, man? This is Belo.
Hey, Belo, what's good, man? I'm doing good today.
I'm pretty good, man. We was trying to figure out how to pronounce your name.
Yeshaya.
Yeshaya.
That's dope.
Yeshaya.
That's dope, man. Are you our subject today is alpha versus beta. Are you familiar with that?
When we're talking about men?
Yeah, alpha man versus beta man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm I was just sitting down watching your I think it was your second or your third one about polygamy and everything. I watched number 7 first.
Okay.
I think I watched number 7 and 6 and 7, part 1 and part 2. I think it was about cheating.
Yeah, for sure.
When you said it to me the other day, and then I was just sitting here watching the other one about polygamy when Panama was talking about her experiences and so forth, and yada yada yada.
Okay.
Because I am a Hebrew, man. At the end of the day, just as well.
I knew it by your name. I was like, he has to be a Hebrew. I knew it.
That's pretty dope, man.
Can I ask a question? Do y'all mind? I have one of the brothers that I teach on my other line. Do you mind if I let them listen in?
Oh, sure, bro.
Absolutely. The more the merrier.
Better.
All right, hold on. Let me merge into the call. All right, Coleman. This is everybody introduce yourself to Coleman. This is my childhood friend. I grew up with him. I'm his mentor, and when it comes down to spiritual things and so forth and so forth. But go ahead and introduce yourself to him. You don't know none of y'all.
Hey, I'm Nueva.
I'm Panama.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And I'm Belo. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you. Coleman Wallace, living in Wildn'out, New Jersey.
You from New Jersey?
So am I. We're all from New Jersey.
Okay, Jersey in the building.
Jersey.
Yeah.
I have a question because I know Hebrews, have a different way of life, and we think and do things different. So how do you guys feel if your woman was to cheat? I know we look at it different as adultery and whatnot, but if they were to cheat, would you take it out on the man or the woman?
So I would have to say it like this: neither or. And I'm explaining to you, why I say neither or. Because with women, and don't take me wrong, bad ladies, please. You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely not a chauvinist.
Don't try us.
Because my brother on the line with me has, that's why I asked him to come in because of the topic. He, experienced divorce and the things that happen with it, the tragedies, the feelings, so forth and so forth. We talk about it all the time. I have a couple of other brothers that I deal with, in that aspect. So when it comes down to, like, for myself, I would have to say neither or, because see, everyone makes choices in life. And if that's the choice that you choose to make while you're with me, because when I grew up, me and my cousins were like, yo, bro, if you can hit that, go ahead and hit that and let me know, because of the fact that that's not the person for me.
Right.
It's not that I'm trying to put it into that. It's the point that I would rather understand the person. If I am not the one for you, if I'm not giving you that mental, that emotional, that physical, support that you need, then fine, by all means, go out and find that person that's for you. I mean, you don't have to cheat on me, just tell me, because it's better that we have that communicational value system than anything else. I mean, that's my standpoint. What do you think, Coleman?
Yes. So I agree with either one of their faults. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you good now. Better now.
All right. I believe that I like to take it to the root of the issue and what it comes down to, the selfishness. So that's the first thing that I would address with either one of them.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good, man. That's more of an alpha approach, man. I feel when a man pretty much hold the other person accountable, but they don't take any actions, because most beta men, they were going, take it all on the woman, abuse the woman, mistreat the woman, verbally abuse the woman, without, like, if you're going to do something, go to the man, and talk to him. Like, I mean, I know it's not his fault, but I mean, for the woman's sake, just leave her alone, move forward, move on.
Yeah, ultimately, like, the responsibility is all on the man.
Yeah.
You're in control of what you do, what you allow yourself to do.
Yes. I feel. Yep, you're right. It's especially alpha. You the lead. You the leader. So right. So your team only make goals and achieve by the leader. So if you're a bad leader, are pretty much what you're going to get.
You know what? And I have to agree with both of y'all on the aspect of how you're saying it, and the construct of what is the male's responsibility. Because that's one of the things me and the brothers always talk about, is the responsibility of the male within the relationship. So I have sons and I have daughters, and I have 3 stepsons, but I have 2 biological sons, and I also have 6 daughters. Out of my 6 daughters and my 1 grandson, my other 5 daughters are all virgins. Okay. Wow. And none of them are young. They all teenagers and older. My oldest is 28. So the thing about it is that, y'all suggested about my culture and my lifestyle type of thing. So culture and lifestyle wise, like you said, we as who we are, what we do is that we are the leaders, like you said, like Panama would know. We're the leaders. We decide what's going to go on in the household, how it's going to go on in the household, and we expect, like he said, the helpmate to follow with us. Now, I'm not polygamist, just to say the least. I don't believe in. I'm not against polygamy. It works for a lot of good people, and it has to work because you have to have communication, and the women have to be friends first and foremost. If they're not friends, it'll never work.
True indeed.
But in the construct of the man taking that control, like you're saying, when it comes down to beta and alpha, I'm an alpha. I'll tell anybody, I'm an alpha male predator for a reason. Because males are all predators. There's no such thing as a male not being a predator.
Facts.
So If a male is being an alpha male, he is definitely a predator because he's seeking women, he's seeking lifestyle, he's seeking children to procreate. That's what they do. That's what we're designed to do. That's what, like you said, the scripture tells us to do. And that asks us to be fruitful and multiply. So I guess to say, I want to be, like you said, the leader, the head, this and that, but also that, not just that. I want to be able to teach. So all of my children have graduated school by the time of 16, okay? All of them, because I'm an educator at the end of the day.
Okay.
I have a 14 and a 15-year-old that's going to graduate in 1 and 2 years at the same age. You see what I'm saying? Because it's the education value system. So like you're saying, between an alpha and a beta man is never going to teach his children how to be, especially black people, how we are supposed to educate our children from birth to 15 so that by the time they're 20, they're millionaires. We don't do that.
Yeah, true.
And I think that's one of the most important things that we need to educate our children in and raise them in, because that's what's being an alpha male. The alpha males in our society are not being alphas. They're still being betas because they won't open their mouth.
Right. And and that's why these women, these lovely mothers is raising these boys, because a lot of these beta men is running off and not being, men. So I really get that, man. I do have another question though.
Yes, sir.
Would you let your wife or your woman be more in control of the relationship?
Go ahead, Coleman.
He said, "You are the winner."
The most qualified, bro.
Oh, that's great.
I believe.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask a question. I need to ask you a question. I want to know the women's perspective of that question, just as well.
Yeah, actually.
After
great.
After you guys say it, and then they would give their input for it. Unless you're alpha and you saying women first, then that's the difference. You know what I mean?
No. I'm not saying that. I just want to, because the question is so rich, bro, that I would like to understand the woman's perspective. Because see, for me, I have to understand everybody's perspective in order to give good, clear, conscious thought for it. I don't just jump on the bandwagon and say, "Oh yeah, this." I like to understand first. But anyway, go ahead. We can go.
I'm gonna keep it simple. It's biblical. I really do believe that the man should lead. I believe that he should lead in all areas. Education, providing, provision for others, the spiritual guidance as well.
Right.
There's a lot of work for a man to do. I'm not saying that a woman does not have a voice or anything like that. Man, I value that. I mean, I just recently decided to get back into a relationship, and we're just filling each other out, and it's great. It's going great.
Right.
But at the same time, I put that out in front of her, and I said, listen, I need to be the provider, the leader, of all of this. Would you walk hand in hand with me, not behind me, but beside me with these things?
That's dope. Yeah, for sure.
And so, in the add-on, but what like Coleman is saying, I have to give the brother another, hand to commit, for, I guess to say it in the fact of her situation of where she's, physically at, and her, life and her health is, it's not, it's deteriorating to a degree because of what she's, presently carrying for, him as a man to take a woman that's in that position, or any, even if it was a woman taking a man in that position, honestly too,
right.
That shows the credibility of the person, because it's hard to take care of somebody, when they, or be with somebody knowing you're going to have to take care of them in that aspect. But to answer your question, Belo, for me, I believe in, like you said, old custom. So, I'm an old school head in that aspect. I believe I believe that integration was a crime to our people. I believe that we should have stayed separated in that aspect, only because of the fact that integration caused the black man to be lazy. Before integration, black men went to work. Women stayed home and took care of the household. And I believe that's the way it should be. Because see, the woman is the queen, and she's definitely a queen if you treat her as a queen, which means you put her to high esteem. Everything that a man, like for me, when I was younger, when I was I think in my early 20s, 24, I had a girlfriend, and I went to work. She went to work, but every week when I got paid, I gave her my check every week because I didn't have no need for nothing. The only thing that I needed for myself was some weed, because I smoked a lot of weed, mind you.
Oh, I see.
And,
I see.
Right. So what I did, I gave her the control to pay bills. I'm horrible at it, bro. Horrible. I am not that person.
But that's you know, alpha men have weaknesses, and certain things depends on what you have. See, when people say alpha, they think, you know, he's the king of the jungle and everything just run under his favor. But it doesn't work like that, because you know you can't make all the money and know how to spend all the money as well. So that's why you need your queen to kind of be, because they're more organizers, and they can organize it for you and move things around, pay the bills or the food, you know, use coupons and stuff like that. Because men, you know how we do. We go in the grocery store, we just gonna buy the highest price thing just because it's the name brand. While they like, no,
that's what my wife said.
Word up, get the name brand plus a 50-cent coupon, and then she's spending $1.25 for the ketchup. But we spending $3 on Heinz just because it's Heinz. It's like, yeah, that's the most right there. You know, you got to
do that. So a great leader, an alpha male, is going to recognize the leadership abilities in someone else, especially a mate. So if the woman is great at finances, I would fully allow, you know, if she's willing, I'm fully, you know, I lay that upon her.
Right.
You know, I don't have any issues with that. It's great, man.
Right.
Yeah. So, but my thing about it was that when it comes down to equality in the relationship, because it's always balanced. So when I look at the scripture, right? So if I was to go to Genesis, let me go to Genesis chapter 18.
Preach.
Okay. So in Genesis chapter 18, we're looking at Abraham, and we're looking at Sarah when we talk about that he was laying in the valley of Horeb, and so on and so on and so on. So when he said he looked out in the distance, he saw three like unto the Most High coming to him. So he said he ran out there, he bowed down before them, he came back and so forth, and he made cakes, had the woman do this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, Sarah was in the tent, sitting in the tent, and she started talking. So most Hebrews say that she was out of place for opening her mouth. But you have to think about what the text says. The text says that the Most High said to her, well, am I not the Most High? Can I not do this?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He didn't ostracize her as a woman because she spoke.
Right.
Woman's job is to speak, and to speak, like you said, that wisdom and that knowledge. Whereas men sometimes tend to forget certain things or be rambunctious about other things. And a woman is, like you said, that balance. And that's why I consider a woman balanced. If a woman can't balance me out, and like I have a post on my page, that a man doesn't seek a woman for beauty, a man seeks a woman for peace.
Right.
Because the woman supplies that peace that he needs. So in the old school ways, like in Africa, in the Yoruba customs, for instance, Yoruba, Ashantis, and all of them. I'm a history person, mind y'all. Okay.
Facts.
So when we look at that, we look at the women during that time area. A lot of brothers here in Atlanta, especially, are going back to that customs. I know a lot of brothers, Supernova Shalom and them down here.
Yeah.
You know, they're into that type of thing. So they allow the women to lead, which is why they always talking of the women be goddesses, blah, 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 blah. Right. But when I went and studied it, I understood why. But then, like you're saying, the men during that time era in the Shantis and Yorubas and them, they were warriors, and that was the warrior class of men. So men during that time period was just warriors. They didn't do nothing but war for the tribe. So for me, it's like I would have to see that a woman definitely should be in control of the household aspect, because it alleviates the stress of a man having to do that part and allows him to have more control over the things outside of the literal household, like governmental issues, political issues with other brothers, right? Exactly. And that's where we should be concentrating ourselves. Because right now, look at our society. Our brothers don't know what to do. They don't know how to make money, really. They relying on white people still to give them money. We're still in slavery.
Yeah,
and people don't want to accept the fact that we are in slavery. They just told us a little bit different. Oh, we're going to pay you. But they've been paying us even slavery. We had housing. We have public housing.
Right. Facts. Yo, I don't want to cut you off, man, but yo, that's a whole segment that we should
bring you guys on for.
We can get you on, and we can like I want to go hard with the Hebrew and pretty much teaching knowledge to people, man. Like I don't want to give all the sauce away on this one right here, man.
Originally,
you feel me? So one day soon, whenever you guys get the opportunity, man, you can call in and we can have a good 20 to 30 minutes and we can go in about the structure of, the black man and how things are going left, like, from the 60s and 70s with, what I'm saying, welfare, then crack in the 80s, the whole structure, man, how it works. So a lot of people with no knowledge can understand how it works, man. But yeah, man, let's get it popping. Let me get you guys on, and I want you to give everybody your social media so they can find you. And from this point, we're gonna talk real soon so we can get it going.
All right, that's not a problem. You got I'm doing my social media handle is in Hebrew, so I have to change it so that everybody can see it.
Oh yeah, it is in
I
Hebrew.
love it. It's in Hebrew.
It is.
That's so
It
good.
is. My name is in Hebrew on my page, but I have to look at my @handle. I think it's @Eliyahu, which is my actual name.
Yeah.
Yeshai is my nickname. So I think it's @Eliyahu, which is EHLIYAHU.
Okay. All right, cool, man. Yeah, we're gonna really sit down on this, man, and really give it input, and we can have the ladies talk, and then you guys can talk as well, even if we can bring somebody else if y'all don't know people. But I want to see on the next episode, I'm gonna get y'all in so y'all can be on the picture. We can have your video as well,
Definitely.
so we can all converse.
I could definitely get Gorilla to come on too because that'll be dope.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Anytime, man. We appreciate you, man. Anywhere we can put anybody to get out there and spread the word, man. That's pretty dope.
Well, that's what I was just telling Coleman like 2 weeks ago when I saw your ad and everything. I was like, you know what? I was just telling him that this is something that, and another brother here in Atlanta, I was like, yo, this is something that we need to get on. Because, I listen to Kevin's games. I like Kevin. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
But Kevin's too chauvinistic for me in some areas. And I don't think that we need to be so harsh. I understand his construct of how women today are very, strong and secure within themselves. But our men are not being that strong and secure. And I think that here in Atlanta, particularly because this is the black mecca of the country right now, that we need to be able to, as men, stand up and show the difference between what it is to be, like you said, the alpha male, which is the control of the family, which is control of the community, and control of his government.
Yeah, facts.
We have to learn to do those things. And in order to do that, we need a new, not saying it's trying to be me. Please don't make that be me. I run from that all the time. I don't know why I be running, but I be running from it. Look, I don't want to be nobody's leader. I know one thing: leadership has problems, and the only effective way to have leadership is a multitude. In Israel, we believe that the 70, which is the Sanhedrin, the word "san" or "set" means 7 or 70 in that aspect. So we had 70 elders. We need to build that same type of structure.
Right.
And that's why I said, like you said, as the alpha male in the home, you know what I mean? Like you said, like I just told you, I have 8 kids by myself. I raised, not myself, but I raised them all, and they all are excellent when it comes down to black excellence.
Because you're alpha, that's the structure. That's the structure it is, man. Especially when you're alpha, you got God, man, woman, children, and then family and friends. So it's just like it's all structure. If you're not that vessel for them to get the straight source, a lot of alpha portray alpha, but if you're not following, the word of God's plan, sometimes it don't work for you. So you got to really be alpha and have that structure where it's God, man, woman, kids, friends, and family. So it all goes together hand in hand. So it's good that you can structure that because most moms with 8 kids, they don't have that father figure.
Right.
Yes. But go ahead. Any other questions? Can we get the girl side?
Nah. That's it, man. I'm gonna call you.
We're not letting go without the girl.
I'm gonna call you this week, man, so we can set an episode aside, man, and we can all talk for like 30 minutes, man, and get it going, man. We appreciate y'all time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, thank you so much. You too, man.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you. Dope.
They're so dope. I would love for them to come on and just talk about their history, talk about how they got into these situations.
What's going on?
Yeah, there we go. What's going on, Willie, man? This is the Don't Get It Twisted podcast, man. And we was calling to ask you a couple questions.
I'll go for it.
Okay. What's going on, man? Are you from Georgia?
Well, I've been here for a minute, but I'm originally from Michigan.
All right. Okay. Heck yeah, man. This segment is about alpha versus beta. Are you familiar with that?
No, sir.
Alpha man versus beta man. So like an alpha man is the guy that it's the man that's more in control of the situation when it comes to life, relationships, etc. A beta man is the man that try to be in control but with the wrong power. So like say if he's in a relationship with a woman, instead of trying to be balanced, instead of trying to make it right, he's 9 times out of 10 drinking alcohol, beating her, cussing her out. The kids are going crazy. He's just a mess. So as an alpha man, he has, not all, but most, they have more control of how life works, and most decisions they make is real good. So they're taking care of the household. They're raising their kids real good. They're the vessel from God, man, woman, family and friends, kids, and all that under the umbrella.
Okay, I got you.
All right, cool. So I wanted to ask you a couple quick, ladies, do you guys have anything for him?
I think your questions are the top tier questions to alpha betas. So we go with these questions, okay?
All right, cool.
All right.
Let me see. As a man, are you emotional?
Depends. Depends on the situation and the circumstance.
Okay. Like what?
When it comes to my friends and family, yeah, I'm very protective, very overprotective, and I take things to heart if something happens to them or anybody that I consider close to me.
Okay. So in a relationship, if you have a woman, and she does something to you, do you cry often?
No. It takes, but as far as that goes, I think I'm more analytical because I try and see from her perspective before I assume that my perspective is 100%.
Right. All right. Let's see. Would you let your girl, a woman, a wife take control of your relationship?
I can't say that I will allow her to have full control, but there are some things in certain circumstances that women are better at handling than some men are because they are emotions involved, and men tend to be closed off a little bit more than women are.
Okay.
Acknowledging a woman's strengths. I like this.
What do you think about alpha females?
Talk about it.
Alpha females, I don't have a problem with them because number one, considering the fact of back in the days where majority of men were, I guess you could consider them as alpha males. I think women lost their identity because they weren't allowed to make decisions of their own, and they pretty much rely on the man's final decision. And then a lot of times that man's decision was not the correct decision.
Yeah, because
women now. Pardon me?
I said yeah, because he was beta. So like, so I get it.
Now I think women are more independent because they found their voice.
Hey, my bad. I can barely hear you, man. It sounds like you're in an African headset.
Women now have their own state of mind, their own opinion, and they speak up more. And that's what I like about women is because if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
Right.
And if you feel that I'm wrong and you believe that I'm wrong, stand your ground. Don't let me back you down.
Facts. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, man. Like, most women think just because you're alpha that they supposed to just back down and don't be who they are. The difference between that and the alpha woman is the alpha woman wants to control 100% of everything. And most alpha women, they get beta men that they can't control because all he's gonna do is go home and go in his room and drink all day and just be a hot mess drunk, and she can do what he want to do anyway. So when they run into an alpha man that has that same deal, most of them don't want to give that 50-50 or let someone run the whole relationship, because I don't feel all men could run it. So that's why we're like, well, all men want to be alpha. Yeah, you have some perpetrators out there, you do. But he's a perpetrator when he first met him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But every man wants to have control, so to speak. But again, you have to have that balance because women see things in a whole different perspective than we do. And I explain that the best way that I can explain it is if we see a color, if we see black, blue, yellow, green, that's what we see.
Right.
Women see dark blue, light blue, baby blue, turquoise, aqua. They see the entire spectrum, which is why we need them in order sometimes to take control of a situation because they have a greater perspective of what we're missing.
Right. I'm still trying to figure out you beta alpha. I'm still on the fence right now. I got one more question for you. You 50-50. If your girl, woman cheat on you, would you take it out on the guy or you take it out on your girl?
Both.
Oh, beta.
Beta. Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Why would you take it out on your girl or your man? Like why? Why would you take it out on each one?
The one I would take it out on my girl because she knew that she was in a committed relationship and she chose to violate that that trust.
Right.
The guy, if he knew and he still crossed the bounds, then he gets what he gets. He gets dealt with, man to man.
All right, I feel you. See,
I've been in that situation before.
Right. See, me being an alpha, honestly.
Which side have you been on it though? Were you the cheater or were you cheated on?
I was cheated on, and the guy actually came knocking on the door. I was married at the time. He came knocking on the door looking for my wife. I was supposed to.
He was alpha.
Oh, damn. Oh, he was
that
alpha.
Nigga was alpha bold.
I'm Santa Claus. Cookies down in
I know she's yours, but I'm coming to get mine.
Yeah, he's damn brave than the motherfucker. So what happened? How did it play out?
They just say he didn't walk off the porch.
Oh damn.
So like what's his face? Like what's his name? He said, put that nigga in the dirt.
Run in the dirt. So what happened with that? So did y'all stay together or y'all split up?
No, we split up because after I dealt with him, I went down to her job and basically told her supervisor that I needed to talk to her right then and there. Oh yeah, he didn't have too much to say about it.
Yeah, that's beta man stuff right there, man. Yeah, man, like
definitely getting beta vibes.
But I get it though, man. I get it because sometimes emotions go. So like with me, if something happened like that, I would bring it to the female and say, hey, it's over, but it's nothing really more to say because you've seen the green light. Now, I'm not gonna front the guy if he popping off and come to my crib like that, he'll get dealt with. But I would never deal with the woman as like I would deal with the man. Like I would just tell him straight up, like, look, go on, bro. Go on, bro. Go on, bro. Go on, bro. Right, go on, bro. And then if you don't go on, bro, then you're gone, bro. Right.
You're gone, bro.
Yeah, I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things, man, that I really understand. And then that's unfortunate though. Like he really was brave. So that means she wasn't even telling him,
like, don't come to my house. He felt way too comfortable, and that's really.
How did he know where his house was in the first place?
No
question.
Obviously,
hold on, that's crazy though, because he said he thought he was at work, but she was at work. So
yeah,
that don't make sense.
He probably just popped up on some. Why you not answering my calls or just let me pop up on Bay. No, you finna get your ass beat. That's what's been happening.
Regardless, like.
So,
he shouldn't have felt that comfortable.
Even if he talked to her, he would knew she would be at work. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. If he really knew her, he would have known where she would be at.
Where she would be at, right? She popped up at the crib. I was like, "Yo, Santa Claus, bro, I'm about to get these cookies right now." Like, but yeah, that's mad.
Yeah. But he didn't get no. He didn't get no cookies.
He got an ass whooping though, for real, buddy. You know what I'm saying? That's
I am so sorry that you went through that.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Hey, kid,
you got anything out of that situation? Like after it ended, can you tell us what you feel like you got out of it?
Well, it's hard for me to trust people in relationships because now I kind of have a third eye open as to what if, which is really, I try to not do that because it's really not fair to the next woman because I'm still kind of judging her on the criteria of the last woman, and I'm trying to get better at that.
True. We totally understand, man. Totally understand.
I appreciate you.
I have a question. So do you feel like the reason why she cheated, do you feel like you had a part in that? Or do you feel like you did everything you could for the relationship and she just was who she was? Or do you feel like there were certain things that were lacking in the relationship and that's why she cheated?
Well, the way I explain it is that it was both. It was on both of our ends, because at that time of my life, I was in the streets, and I was trying to be a street person at nighttime and a husband in the daytime, and I was, in my mind, I could keep both worlds from colliding.
Right.
And you know, like they say, whatever what you keep in the dark eventually comes to the light. I wasn't cheating on her, but the life that I was living, my street family came before my home. Before my night family came before my day family, which is where my mistake was.
Right.
I get it.
Right. Totally understand, man. Totally understand.
She still shouldn't have cheated. She should have at least just been like, look, I'm not getting what I'm getting or what I need.
And that's
not giving what it's supposed to give, so I'm gone.
Right, and that's how it be. Or she was telling him, please leave that street life alone, and he wasn't. So, you know, everything has its fine line.
Right.
Everything has a fine line. But I can't say
at
this.
the end of the day, as a woman, that's no excuse to cheat.
Facts.
At all.
No, 100%. It's not. Like, she should have been, especially that they were married. She should have given you that.
A marriage, that's
minimal
vows. You need to uphold that like nothing you've ever upholded before, because a marriage is different from a relationship.
A marriage is totally different.
Yeah.
And I can tell you this, brother. You know, some people need therapy too, man, when you want to move on. I suggest, you know, most African American, you know, men, we always think we too good for therapy and stuff like that. But if in order to make your future relationships better, your future relation queens better, you need that therapy just to release the old you know, frustrations that you have, because it's just gonna keep lingering. So then every woman that you be with might end up cheating because they're not getting the 100% love that you give, because
they deserve.
Because you're feeling that you're giving the old energy from the last relationship to the new relationship, and it's gonna be a cycle.
Yeah, leave that energy at the door and come in with some
yes, sir.
For every relationship that you go in.
Yes, sir. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Everything is always a work in progress.
Yes, sir.
Of course, absolutely.
I just want to tell you, as a woman, I can't speak for all women, that, you know, as you proceed forward, whether you do or do not go forth and get help, at least be as transparent as you possibly can with whoever you decide to dive in with next. You know, just be forward about your traumas. Don't bring the baggage, but just be aware, and like be aware with whoever you decide to pick, that nobody's perfect. Everybody comes with their own idea of who they are and their own idea of what is right and wrong. And all you can do is handle you and yours. But just as you go forward, you know, it's good that you have that third eye now to be aware, because nobody's going to get over on you, you know, but at the same time, don't let your trauma eliminate any good things.
A good woman that could come, you know, you're holding her to the last girl.
Not all the same, I swear.
Right, exactly.
And I try to keep that in mind, because I say the same thing as far as women go, that not all men are the same. We can't be judged by the same criteria as the man.
That's right. 100%.
Facts, man. Let everybody know where they can find you, man. With your social media
tags, your social media tags.
I am on Facebook and Instagram as the actor Willie B, because I'm an actor and an author.
Okay. All right, that's dope, man. That's dope.
We appreciate you, Willie.
We appreciate you, Will, man, and we're looking forward to working with you to do something else in the future, man.
No problem. I'm always available, sir.
All right, for sure, man.
Lady.
For sure.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, you too, man. We appreciate you. Word up.
Yes.
Thank y'all for watching today.
Episode 10. Don't mix business and pleasure, okay? And be responsible for yours. We appreciate you guys. We're here every week. Please make sure you stay up to date with the Don't Get It Twisted podcast. Follow us all individually on our platforms to hear more.
Sure.
And I just want to give a special shout out to those of y'all who have been rocking with us since episode 1. Because we are on like episode 10 now. It's been a long run, a lot of ups and downs and crown, and just we appreciate y'all.
Right. And we're going live soon, so we need y'all to get in there.
Special stuff in store for y'all. Just stay rocking with us.
Yep.
Don't get it twisted.